Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Good Company. As always, I am Dor, and today we are going to go ahead and set up an assembly line for another product here. We're probably going to leave the drone guy alone, and then we're probably going to go ahead and make something else here in the meantime. I think we have enough points to go and research something else, but we also have stuff we haven't made yet, right? We haven't made the pocket computer, so I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do today. But in between episodes here, so I went ahead and finished off the research that we had all queued up there. Was it this screen? Here we go. So now we have just about all the cases. We have one more case to go for the little ones, and then we have a bunch of the computer or the bot chassis still to go, a bunch of the batteries and stuff like that, things that we don't have going currently. But what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take our guy from over here. We're going to move him back over here into this main area here, and see if we can go ahead and squeeze in another one of these things. Where is it at? There we go. Analysis desk. And so we're able to actually start... can we squeeze this in somewhere? Oh, we can't squeeze it in right there because of the little entrance thing to it. So let's take a stack of these, and then we'll stick our guy on this. Can we close this screen, please? There we go. We'll stick him on this, and then we'll have him researching the stack of 20 that we just brought in. Right? And... oh, you know what? That's probably not what we need to do. We need to do this. And then that'll do that. Maybe. Hello? Can I not do this by my character? Maybe? Maybe not. There we go. And now we have 20 on us. That's going to let us research those. Let's start it on that. Let's disable our camera pool so we don't accidentally pull that with us. And we should hopefully be able to complete this one here to earn 800 science points in the allotted time here. We have gotten pretty close to it. It's just that our one guy doing it and the research things that we are researching right now aren't enough to get there. We get to, like, I want to say 750 right at the 89, 90 day mark. So with the extra, ourselves being extra on the thing there, we should hopefully be able to hit that mark. But let's go ahead and set up the blueprint for the pocket computer, I believe, is what we're going to go with right now. Yeah. Pocket computer, and then let's see. The affecting things that we need to go ahead and focus on here are the weight and heat. So if we go ahead and click on through, and if we go ahead and hover over these, it's not doing it now. Yeah, it's not doing it. Okay, never mind. On the components, we can hover over them, and it tells us what the breakdown is, so we don't have to actually click on them, but apparently on the thing here, it's not doing it for some reason. Odd. But we start off with 7 ounces of heat and 6 ounces of weight. That's not at all correct there for heat, but whatever. We have 0.3 and 0.6 for that wooden case. The windowed one is... let's see, negative 0.9 on heat, which is pretty good, but we have a pound of weight starting. But we have a 10-pound weight limit, or a 10-pound weight thing in general, so that's pretty good. So the glass one's good. Let's keep an eye on that, or windowed one. The heat thing is negative 0.3 on here, and 1 pound on weightage. For the metal case, the enhanced one, let's see, 3 ounces, or negative 3... negative 0.3 on the heat, and then 0.9 ounces on the weight for the enhanced case. Negative 0.03 again for the reinforced case, and only 6 ounces on weight. And the plastic one doesn't have any heat elements to it, just 4 ounces. And same thing kind of here. Simple case is the negative 6 ounces. So we're going to go with the glass one for right now, right? That's the better on the heat stuff. And then the weightage, we only start off with a pound, so hopefully we're not dealing with anything too crazy there. Let's go ahead and see what we're dealing with. So, oh, actually we don't have 10 pounds to play with. We only have a pound 0.7. Huh, why was the other one telling me I had 10 pounds? Weird. Or now that we're in here, we can actually see the little breakdowns, so we don't have to click on each item. So was it the enhanced case that gave us 0.9? Yeah. This one gives us 0.6 with negative 0.03. And then the same stat here is just 3.3 ounces heavier. So let's do the reinforced case actually. So we're not starting off with a pound. We're starting off with 6 ounces. and then only -3 or -0.3 for the heat loss. And then we need to go ahead and put in processing, the display, and the battery life. So let's actually pick our design here. We'll go with, I think we have our game pad thingy that we made one of these, right? Or is that the calculator? This is like a big Palm Pilot. I don't want that. Let's go with like the flip phone design here. And then we'll go with, let's see, olive green, not really liking that. Cool stone, kind of liking that. Sweet clouds, not so much. And caramel. Let's go with that for right now. Yeah, that's fine. Normal calendar 3, we're going to stick with that. Sure. Actually, let's hit random a couple times. Base Brain 101, yeah, we'll stick with that. And let's see, we're going to stick with that design, that color scheme. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in our processing stuff now. So it should be the circuit board looking thingy, right? This one? Processing power. The simple circuit is going to give us 0.9 in processing. And this one's going to give us 0.1 or 1.5. So let's go with the bigger one, or the higher tiered one. That's going to complete that requirement. It pulls us out of the 0.3 ounce thing there. Fidelity here, or the screen fidelity, we're going to go with the 7 screen segment 1. Actually, we don't need that much thing. We'll go with the LED matrix because it's only 2 ounces over the requirement, so we'll do that. Saves us a little time and production there. So we're only 2 ounces over on that, and then we need 1.4 on battery life. And this is 0.6, 1.0, 2.4, 0.9, and 2.4. So if we do that and this, that's going to put us at 1.5, which isn't terrible, I don't think, right? How are we doing on weight and stuff? We're good on weight and heat. Do we just put 2 of these in there and kind of deal with the negative poundage or the electronics? Let's see if we do that. That puts us over on the thing. We're good on weight and heat. We hit the market value and the market appeal, and we're only making $85 or 85 gold or whatever credits on this product. So yeah, we'll do that for right now, right? We have to mix 2 different types of batteries, a logic circuit, the LED matrix, and it should be fine. So if we take that, right, and we go ahead and leave now, we should be fine, right? That should be in the process, or in the screen here at least, I think. So we should be able to be making these. Let me go and clear these things here. Let me actually open up another warehouse here. So if we look at this screen here, let's see, we have one here. The big one, I don't think we can afford the big one. I think the big one's like 1 million units or something like that. 875,000 units. We have 400,000 right now. That's not going to happen. See, this one's only 100 grand, 99,000. We can do that one. This one over here is 170,000, but it has a delivery zone. Let's do that one. Sure, that has a delivery zone, so that's fine with me. That'll kind of have a little bit of a benefit here going into this area, so that's fine with me. I want to close that, please. Can I open this one just to see? Okay, so this is a brand new zone. I have another white zone down, or it's blue, never mind. The zone over here is just around the desk to go ahead and give my guy a boost in research speed, because I needed that to go ahead and process a little quicker here. I went ahead and did that. So let's go ahead and set this thing in motion here. So hopefully we don't need any logistic guys bringing stuff in from the other warehouse and so on. So we should be good to do this. I don't know the layout of these things. Like, what's the better thing to be doing here? Let's just go ahead and do this, I guess, for right now, and then we'll kind of adjust it if we need it. Let me actually turn the speed down. So we are going to be bringing in stuff here, and we need to go ahead and get the tables down so we can actually see what we're doing, because I don't remember already. We're going to try and automate it a little bit here, right? So before we actually do that, let me pause And let's see. So we need 1,200 points, 1,200 science to go ahead and unlock these guys. Now I did play with these a little bit in between episodes. These are just conveyor belts that will go ahead and move things overhead, so you can have walkways and stuff. So you're not having a conveyor belt go through the entire factory and then causing an issue where people can't get to the other side. So we're gonna leave those alone for right now. We're probably gonna need those, but we don't have the science points right now, so we can't do it anyways. But I went ahead and looked through the tech tree and actually read the things and saw what we actually need to work toward, so that we're not just wondering what the game is. So over here we have a pick and place machine, and I think this is gonna allow us to kind of automate some workers. And then at the bottom here, there are these other tables that are automating options, right? You can go ahead and conveyor into them, and then they will automatically make the thing, I think. I swear I was reading these things, and it was giving me little tooltips on how to use these. But I think these are the tables that we need to work toward to go ahead and start automating stuff. So we're going to go ahead and buy this guy. I think there was an update. I think there was an update to this game is what I'm thinking is what just happened here. Yeah, I don't think these guys were here, to be honest. Pick and place machines. I think this was a table. I could be wrong, which is probably likely. But yeah, we're gonna buy this guy at 1,500 science, and then we're gonna buy this guy at 1,200 science. So we just need to let our stuff process through. But anyways, let's go ahead and set up this line, and then we can come back through and kind of automate it if we get that stuff done today, I suppose. It's kind of slow going, but it's going nonetheless. We don't need that one. We need the other one. We need the finishing table, which is this guy here, so we can go ahead and see what we need. Right? And so we're going to be making the boss brain, or the base brain. So we need the circuits, the matrix, the battery, and the reinforced casing. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do for this warehouse, right, since it has a delivery area, and it needs a bunch of stuff that's kind of specific to zones we can probably set up in here if we're lucky. We're going to try and separate the warehouse in a way that allows us to set the policies for each work zone that allows it to kind of to be optimized a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and give that a whirl here, hopefully. But we need the circuits, which need circuit boards, and I believe this place makes circuit boards, right? No, it does not. But it does make the logic circuit, which we need, right? Was that it? Man, I'm spacing out completely. Here we go. There we go. So we need logic circuits, and we need the normal circuit board, which apparently we don't make in this thing. Do we make it in the basic workbench? No, but we make the reinforced casing here, or the enhanced casing, whichever one we went with. I don't remember. Let's go and just plop that over here for right now so we can keep an eye on that. And then, let's see, chemistry table maybe? Yeah, we need circuit boards from you. So that's, what is that, metal? Metal and plastic. Okay, so that's that thing pretty much done. Actually, nope. We need the basic workbench making the plastic thingies. I can go back over there for right now. That's the next little tier of items being made. And then we need the plastic, electronic, and circuits going into this thing, making an LED matrix. So then we need another one of these guys. I believe it was in this one. LED matrix. Nope, it's not in this one. It should be in this one. Not in that one either. Chemistry table? Yep. Okay, LED matrix. There we go. And the batteries are in that one as well. So we need the initial battery, which is just chemicals being mixed together. So that's fine. Chemicals. Give me the normal battery. And then the battery stack. That looks like a little metal thing. So we know which one to click on. This guy here. This is just plastic and chemicals mixed together to make that thing. So that's fine. And then we need the reinforced case, which should be in this guy here. So reinforced case, there we go. And that should be it, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, that's all that line basically done. So now we just need to go ahead and export those items into this place. But before we do that, we're going to try and set this up, like I said, in a way that allows us to go ahead and set it in a factory type thing here, or the work zones here. So let's see, we have a bunch of stuff making chemical stuff, right? So electronic parts, plastic circuits, plastic metal, plastic, electronics, plastics, chemical, and a whole bunch of plastic and metal again. So if we take a look at the policies we have available to us, we have component crafting gets 4% faster, module crafting 4% faster, product assembly 4% faster, chemicals 6% faster, plastic 6% faster, the electronic component things 6% faster, and that's about all we need. I'm not going to worry about the moving faster one because we're going to do the same thing we've done in the other factories now with the little container behind them all, so they don't have to move too much. Okay, so I went ahead and set them all up. I went ahead and separated the work zones here. So we have these guys here focusing on plastic and electronic parts, I believe. And that's what we have the policy set to here for these guys to kind of make things a little bit quicker. These guys are just supposed to be plastic, I believe. Mainly plastic and a little bit of metal on that guy. These guys are the chemicals because they are making the batteries. And then this guy over here is the assembly station here. So what we need to go ahead and do before we go ahead and unpause it here is go ahead and hire in. We'll try one worker on each zone and see how that fares. We might need to have 2 or more. We'll do 1 for each, right? For each logistics area. And then we can go ahead and hire in people to go ahead and work on these stations before we unpause. And then we're just going to start off with 1 table right now just to go ahead and get things rolling here. And then if we need to, we'll go ahead and expand out some more tables. But I think this is going to be fine for what we need right now. So that should do the trick. So once we unpause here, oh, this door does open up. Okay, cool. So I went ahead and unblocked this area just to open it up. But apparently this opened anyways, so it's fine. Anyways, this is going to take a second for them to all get into the groove of things because we need to wait for all of our stuff to come in and everybody start doing their thing here. But we can go ahead and take a look here. So we should probably start buying into this stuff, right, for bigger shelving. So let's go ahead and do that because that's going to come in handy. Assembly is 8% faster and chassis crafting is 7% faster. Okay, so that's going to come in handy, but we're not going to buy that right now. We are in the hole, but hopefully we bounce out of that in a second. Where did I want to go? I wanted to go here. So now we have bigger shelves, which is nice. I guess we could remove these guys, but I kind of just want to leave it be for right now, just to go ahead and let it do its thing. I think these are just decorative items there. So where are the conveyor belts? Here we go. So yeah, these things here. So what we can go ahead and do, right, just for a little demonstration of how these things work, I suppose. We can go and grab these guys, and then if we go ahead and do this, right, we can have the, oops, nope, not that. We need this thing here, automatic retrieval segment. So we can do this. And then the little arrow that's in the center of this thing is the direction it'll pull from. So if we do this here, it's going to be pulling from this shelf here. And then if we go ahead and put a conveyor belt here, we can go ahead and drag it out to there and then drag it this way like so. It closes off this area so we can't have anybody walking in between here anymore, but that's fine for right now. And then we can go ahead and put down the storage segment, and this way we can go ahead and have it pulling the conveyor belts out of the shelving unit because for whatever reason our logistic guys won't take them out of the shelf and put them in this pallet. I have to keep doing this manually, but we can go ahead and have it doing this, right? So then we go here, and then we can go ahead and set the item we want to be being pulled out of this storage rack here, which is the conveyor component belt looking things. Which, there we go, these guys here. And I think we need to click it at least once so it actually knows to be pulling, because if you leave it on 0, it won't do anything. But now it's pulling out of here, and then that way this will never backlog. And then I think we can also probably like set it up in a way where it's pulling from the pallet and filling up these things like behind people, so we can kind of do away with the logistics guy. But for right now, I don't know how we'll actually be able to do that, because these areas right now that we have are pretty small, and trying to squeeze those in, other than taking out racks and just having them kind of like share them, I suppose, is how we can do that. But yeah, I don't really want to do that just yet. We'll probably have to do it eventually, but for right now, it's fine the way it is. And then we'll do that. So now it's doing that. That is about all the automation we can actually do right now until we get the science points, which we are kind of chugging through. We need to go ahead and grab our character here and grab some more out of this thing. We do have the display is being made at a decent pace right now. I don't know what's changed. I don't know why we're making those things so fast right now. But yeah, we need to click on this. We need to go ahead and set our guy in making these things again. If I can remember how I just did this minutes ago. There we go. Let's cancel out that so we can actually just set this in motion. There we go. 125 in a day. 60 days in. 576 to go. I don't know if we're going to actually complete that. But let's check out our new factory and see how they're doing here. This guy's still not producing anything. These guys are still sort of struggling. Did I set an employee on the white line? Yeah, it says we did. Kind of just hanging out though, not bringing anything over. Do these not share their stuff between each other? Do I have to set up some weird like line thing going on? This guy's backlogged on plastic. Yep. Look at that. This guy's backlogged on the plastic. That's what the holdup is for a lot of these guys. How do we fix that? Because I've not done this yet, so I didn't realize that was a thing we had to do. Maybe we go ahead and have them go back into the pallet, and that's how we get them to go to the areas they need to go to. Okay, so I went ahead and set those two items in this thing here, logistics only, and the worker isn't bringing them back to the pallet. That's not a good sign. So we need them going to the white zone, which is this one here. So we'll have the thing there and this thing there. And then what if we go ahead and configure it so that the blue track is taking it to the white track. Oh no, we got to do this stuff again. We need that stuff, and then we're making the circuits. Right? Add a palette. So we're going from the blue one to the white one. Blue one to the... Whoops. Nope, I didn't want that one. I'm going to look at it, but I don't think we need to go to the pink one. So we're going to pick up from here. We're going to drop off to there. Yeah, hire in another worker. And let's see if the guy will bring the stuff here. Now, he is indeed bringing it back here, so that's good. Okay, do we need the plastics going to this guy? Soft plastics and that stuff? No. So this guy now needs to be bringing that stuff back to here. So the pink one, we are making... What are we making? We're making that battery and that battery. So we need you... We need that battery and that battery. Logistics only. Stacks of 20. That's fine. And where are you going? You need to go to this guy, right? Yeah, that's the only thing you're going to. So, ooh, then we need to change this thing. Let's go and clear a bunch of those, I guess, until we know what we need. So you are those two batteries. We need to go ahead and configure you to go ahead and bring those over from here. We need the battery and the other battery. Boop. Going from you to you. Dang it. There. You're going to be picking up and dropping off. That's all you're doing. Oh, you know what? We didn't hire a person, so it's not going to do anything. There you go. You got a worker. I guess we could have avoided all this just by leaving it all just one work zone. I guess that's something we probably should have done, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how this works out. So we have the batteries going to here now. We have the plastics and stuff coming back to here, going back to this work zone. So then we need these things coming back to the white palette. So we need the logistics circuit. Oh, no, we're exporting those from this zone to that zone. Okay, never mind. Confused me for a second. So the logistic one, we need... Let's find that in the listing here. So this guy, logic circuit. We need the other one, the matrix circuit. We need the reinforced case. Actually, no, we don't need the plastic case. And that's all we need, right? I think. So we need those coming back and then those going over to this one. And let's see if everything's rolling now, hopefully. That was the only hiccup here. Battery, those things. So yeah, we have all that coming in. We can go ahead and increase this now to go ahead and fill out the pallet if we're able to actually keep up with it, which I doubt we're able to do that, but you never know. So let's just keep an eye on it and see if we are going to be rolling here or not. Instead of having the logistic dudes in between the pallets, we can just go ahead and automate that, right? With the conveyors that we have. They are pretty big though, and the work zone's not the biggest area, or the delivery zone's not the biggest area. Let me grab some conveyors real quick and see if we can even do that. Let me take a stack of you. Let's just see here. How wide are they? Because then that'll kind of answer our question here. They are only 1 wide. But do they go into each other is the thing. Can we retrieve it and go right into one of these guys? Because then we can scoot these guys back. Because they're only 2 wide. Actually, no, because then it'll only be a one space gap in between these two, so I wouldn't be able to deliver to these guys. Unless I spun all these around and had them back to back, and then I can conveyor to them. But I think these two double up on this one. So it'd be a little weird to do at the moment. Huh. Maybe not. Maybe we hold off on doing that just yet. Did we complete this guy? No, we did not. That's a bummer. I was really hoping we can complete that one, but it didn't happen. So are these guys rolling yet? These guys are up here. This guy is holding out for the plastic casing, which is this guy, which should be squared away in just a second. Looks like he is indeed doing them, so we're just waiting on the logistic guy to go ahead and drag those over. We might have to double up on workers here in the area to go ahead and get things squared away. Did we set a worker on this lady's thing? Yeah, he's right there. Never mind. So, yeah. Let me pause the game again, right? And just see if we can do what I'm thinking we can do. Okay, so I have no idea if this is going to work, but I went ahead and set the filters for these things because you need to put filters on them. I think I showed that already, though. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and conveyor these things together, and hopefully this works together like that. And then we need the conveyor coming from this guy. We'll do that. And that'll be that, I believe. And this one can connect into that one. And let's see if we unpause if it's going to do it. So it's taking the batteries out of that one. It's not putting that into the storage. It's already at 50. That's why. You know what? I don't care because it's only taking the plastic and the other one there. So are we good? We might be good. We might be fine. I fired all the employees doing the logistic thing here anyways, so I guess we'll see if we're fine or not. We're full on batteries on that area, so that's fine too, because that's all this guy has to output. I do see an issue kicking into gear here when we need the other battery, right? Because the initial battery is clogging the zone here, so I see that probably being an issue. And I don't know how to get around that other than using these guys, these roller belts, but I don't really know how they work. Oh, storage. So can we plop these guys on there? We can. And then I guess we can go ahead and pull stuff off of there is probably how those work. Yeah, it looks like maybe. Put the conveyor belt here. Can we pull the conveyor belt off of here? I think I went past it again. Let's do that. Yep. And it picked up the conveyor belt. Okay, cool. So we might be able to go actually ahead and kind of sort this out a little bit, but it looks like there's only 5 slots on that thing. And we need 7 slots, I believe, because these 2 are coming out of there and then everything else is going into this box. Anyways, I think that's going to be fine, though. It's going to work its way out. And it seems to be doing okay, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, I think for right now, that might go ahead and be it for today's episode. I'm going to let this run for a little while here. It looks like we are doing okay. This might cause bottlenecks in the future here. And we don't have any of these cases yet. and we're back in the negative. So yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see if we can actually stay afloat here. I might have to close this whole thing down and just make it one big work area, because it's a little wonky right now having the way we have it, which might cause some issues, but seems to kind of be working. We don't have any sales yet, so I mean, not working the best, but it's working, I suppose. Why is this guy not bringing the cases over? I do have that set up, right? What is this? The white zone reinforced case. Is that not what I'm making? Did I set it the wrong thing? No, we're making reinforced cases. Let me actually put another worker on this zone then, because that might be what's happening here. Ah, that's the wrong menu. We need this guy here, the white zone. Hire in another dude there. And maybe that'll fix it. Looks like he's bringing over the cases now. There we go. And we should have our first thingamabobber being made here. I forget what the name of it was that we went with. What do we go with? Base brain. There we go. So what do we got? Yep, there's one there. Okay, cool. And then we're going to put it in there, and we're going to sell it in a second. I think we're only making like 80 units per sale, so it's not too big. Let's see. We have 2,100 science points. So let's go ahead and buy this guy, pick and place machine, 1,500 points. That unlocks the ability to use this table, which is the chemical processing machine. And, oh, it's 2,600 points. Dang it, I was going to buy that. Let's... We don't have enough for anything else. What am I thinking? I'm going to start buying these guys down here just to go ahead and automate the process, right? So we can kind of hopefully make more money off of the products instead of having to pay our force to be working and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I was going to buy this thing too, but we don't have enough points. Yeah, so this is the thing we can automate. So if we want to go ahead and automate the circuit making, we can place this thing down. Oh, we have to place it down in the zone. We can place this thing down and have a conveyor going into it to make these things, for instance, and then it'll just eat up these things and output the conveyor belt, or output the circuits. So that's our first step into automation, I suppose. That's something we can do. But before we actually go ahead and do that, I think I want to go ahead and buy this other thing, which we're a couple of points off from buying. This guy here, just to go ahead and clear the walkways and stuff, so that we can have people working still. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.